who comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
All right. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Hey, babe, could you turn that down a little?
I didn't mean to do that.
It's okay. It was like I had some weird back music going on. The circus is in my basement at the present moment. Good to see you, Jeff. Welcome, man. Yeah, I hardly ever do stuff at night. It's just, I'm usually wore out by this time. Today didn't work out that way. If you guys could give me a moment, I'm going to grab a fan. I'll give some people a little bit of time to get on. And then we will talk about vigilance.
The mic is muted.
Good. All right. Hey, Chris. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I was just kind of, I was away home from a meeting. I went to Jill's birthday meeting. And I was kind of on my way home and thinking about vigilance a lot. So when I got home, I kind of pulled up some things. Hey, Michael, good to see you, man. Yeah, see, that's the other cool thing is, since I'm out a little later, some people that usually can't catch me, that can't catch the live, can probably catch it some. Gotta do if you're here, please say hello. Let me know whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. Good stuff. I'm not too sure how long this is going to take, but I figure it'd be fun to go. It'd be fun to go through it and figure out what does vigilance mean and how do we utilize it in our life, right? What is it for? So the definition of vigilance is the action or state of keeping careful watch for possible dangers or difficulties, right? So when we're being vigilant, what we're doing is we are being aware of our own surroundings and the things that we're doing, the places that we're putting ourselves, the people that we're hanging out with, those types of things. Okay. Now you can also be vigilant for the good things in your life. The things that you feel that you do right, like your empathy, your tolerance, your kindliness, your love, right? And staying vigilant on those things comes with accountability and other things. So let's grab the daily reflection and stuff, and let's get into it. It's from September 24th. We have seen the truth demonstrated again and again. Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's the way it is. Probably shouldn't have that right in front of there. It's like my ordering stuff for books or recovery training. We're always going to be, I'm always going to be an alcoholic, and coming to terms with that is, that's going to be between you and God, man. And the part of it is, we always try and do the control. Maybe I can control my drinking. That becomes the aim. And it's not possible to do. I'm not going to go into all the different types. We all did it. Okay. Trying to change things, moving. I mean, all sorts of things. We could sit down for an hour and create a list on the different shit we did to try and get our alcohol. Commencing to drink after a period of sobriety where in short time as bad as ever. Okay. Now, let's say, for me, I was, I had sober at 19. I had a relapse when I was 31. And I had 12 years of sobriety. Okay. And it did not take but actually it was within a month I could drink as much as I used to when I was 19. So with your tolerance level for alcohol will never ever go down. It will always go up. It won't go back down because you have a tolerance for it. It doesn't matter if you stop drinking for 20 years. Doesn't matter. When I relapsed and had one beer, I didn't feel nothing. I didn't really feel anything from it. And God, that was a horrible night. I just wanted to go have a couple more beers. Yeah. It was all over with by that point, though, right? That I wasn't staying vigilant on my program. If we are planning to stop drinking, there must be no reservation of any kind, no lurking notion that someday we will be immune to alcohol. Okay? Now, I don't mind being immune to the alcohol and the fact that I just don't want it around in my life. Yeah, like Chris is saying, fuck alcohol. You don't need it. Screw it. You know? But it's that lurking notion, right? So think of it this way. Let's say your significant other is going out of town. You're going to be alone for the weekend. Nobody would know that you drank. And let's say you were going to get what you knew 100%. You get away with it. You going to do it? Because that, my friend, is a lurking notion. Okay? So we have to be aware of that. What's the best way? What's the best thing to do about it? Tell on yourself. It's the best way to do it. Hey, yeah, I don't want you to leave this weekend. You're going to leave me all alone, and I do not trust myself. My wife and I have had those conversations. No, honey, I don't think I should have $10. Usually, she would give me $2.10. So I could put $1 in the basket and get a cup of coffee because it was $1.10, right? And that's what I took with me. Otherwise, I didn't carry cash in the beginning. And if I did need something, what I would do is I'd go to my wife because then I knew that it was being taken care of correctly. I knew that I was going the right route with it, right? And I could utilize that. Alcoholics Anonymous on page 33. I just gave away a bunch of Trudging Together stickers. Maybe soon I'll be coming to a town near you, and you too can have a Trudging Together sticker. People are wanting shirts too. I need to raise money for shirts, and I'm good at this stuff, but man, asking people for money, I'm not. Who knows? What I am going to be, I'm going to be changing. Just so you guys know, I am going to be changing this up a little bit, so it isn't AA oriented, and I can ask for donations. You know, people want to throw in $1-2 every now and then to help out. It'd be awesome. Certainly not required. Those are the steps that keeps us sober. Yes. Michael says, I still don't carry my wallet with me. Yeah. You know, I stopped counting my days because I got so tired. You know, so it's just, so let's take a look at this. Let's start with, okay, we just finished that. So after what we just read, the next part in the big book is young people may be encouraged by this man's experience to think that they can stop as he did on their own willpower. But we doubt if many of them can do it because none will really want to stop, and hardly one of them, because of the peculiar mental twist already acquired, will find he can win out. Several of our crowd, men of 30 or less, have been drinking only a few years, but they found themselves as helpless as those who had been drinking 20 years. To be gravely affected, one does not necessarily have to drink a long time, nor take the quantity some of us have. Okay, there are some of us, alcohol takes us a lot quicker. And I talk about this here in a second, especially women. Women, because of the way that they are made up, usually don't have as long drinking careers. Okay, but being proud of drinking for 20 plus years, no, we don't do that crap, right? Certain drinkers who would be greatly insulted if we called alcoholics are astonished at their inability to stop. We who are familiar with the symptoms see the large numbers of potential alcoholics among young people everywhere, but try and get them to see it. A lot more young people are starting to see this. There's a lot of young people that are even just trying to stay sober to see if their life gets better. Maybe they're not an alcoholic. Maybe they've been utilizing alcohol for their emotions. There are some people that are that way. I don't meet very many of them. I've met a couple. I don't trust me with alcohol. I told on myself tonight because I did have a fleeting thought, just as you said, and asked God to help my thoughts. Yeah. And you know what that does? You know what that is? That's your willingness, your honesty, and your open-mindedness working. That is your foundation working. It means your intentions have changed. It means you feel accountable to someone. And that, my friend, is fucking awesome. That's great stuff. It's exactly where we should be. Okay? You're going to have thought, yeah, still happens to me. You know? I'm sure, and I don't think it'll ever go away. So, I see somebody drinking a beer, on TV or so. Oh, that'd be nice. But it's usually pretty quickly supplanted with something else. Before, it might stick a little bit longer. Okay, I need to make some phone calls. But now it just kind of goes away because I really don't have any say-so on alcohol now, nor do I care. I don't have any say-so on it. What I deal with is on making my life better, and I had to get rid of alcohol to start doing that because it was interfering with what I needed to do. As we look back, we feel we could have gone on drinking many years beyond the point where we could quit on our own willpower. If anyone questions whether he has entered this dangerous area, let him try leaving liquor alone for 1 year. Not a chance. If he is a real alcoholic and very far advanced, there's a scat chance of his success. In the early days of our drinking, we occasionally remained sober for a year or more, becoming serious drinkers again later. Though you may not be able to stop for a considerable period, you may yet be a potential alcoholic. We think, too, to whom this book will appeal can stay dry for anything like a year. Some will be drunk the day after making their resolutions, most of them within a few weeks. It's not, and that is because our forgetters work very, very well, and we will forget the pain and suffering we went through 2 weeks ago. It was just, oh, that happened. Don't you remember it? You're like, because me. It'll be different this time. We're not going to fight. Yeah. Every time. Not just every now and again. No, every time. Because I was a shit talker when I drank, right? I have been so dishonest with myself and spouse and family, telling on myself is asking for a lifetime of help. God bless you, Jerry. God bless you. And you're probably going through that guilt part right now, and you're probably feeling, I got to make amends. I got to, I've really hurt these people. You're maybe walking through your fourth and fifth step. So just remember that while you're doing this, you are making amends. You're making amends by becoming a better person every day. Okay. So continue that amends and become a better person every day. And that guilt and stuff will start to go away. Right? Because you're going to find out, hey, I have an illness. It's beyond my control. Why do you drink? Because I'm an alcoholic. I don't have another answer. I don't need another answer anymore. I don't. But what I do need to do is keep myself accountable. And unfortunately, in the beginning, that's going to make you feel like you're 2 years old. But let's take a look at how old we are emotionally anyway. Oh, yeah, when I didn't get what I want, throw myself on the floor like a 2-year-old and have a temper tantrum. Nobody likes seeing that shit from a grown man. You're going to get what you want. Just shut you the fuck up. Right? Today I'm an alcoholic. Tomorrow will be no different. My alcohol lives within me now and forever. I must not forget what I am. Okay? Don't forget what you are. A fucking miracle. That's what you are. Don't forget it. You can save people's lives, man. I'm telling you. It's the best thing in the world. Alcohol will surely kill me if I fail to recognize and acknowledge my disease on a daily basis. You know what else will kill you? Anger, resentment, depression, being happy all the fucking time, overly excited. Your heart can't handle that much, guys. It can't handle that. So this isn't just alcohol will surely kill me. No, the disease of alcoholism will kill you. So you're either going to sober up and change and get into recovery, or you're just going to be miserable. Because it isn't about the alcohol. It's about the shit that goes on between my ears. That's the problem. I'm the problem. And that's good news. Because I can do something about me. I'm not playing a game in which a loss is a temporary setback. I'm dealing with my disease for which there is no cure, only daily acceptance and vigilance. I don't accept it on a daily basis. I'm just okay with the fact that, and you'll get there. It just takes time. It does. But then one day you turn around, you're just like, fuck all that stuff. I want to go to a meeting, get some serenity, go home and binge some Netflix or something, My life is so much easier today because I'm not out there fighting. I'm fighting for things that, number one, just never really existed. Or, I would pick a topic where if somebody was doing worse than me, so that way their focus would be over there and not on me. Right? That's why we do that. A lot of times when we're going through our own stuff, then we'll see, well, that person is, worse than me. And we're, no. It's not how it works. Right? So I want you to remember that every day you are a miracle. Right? And to be nice to yourself. We're going to go through a lot of stuff. I know you do, Jerry. Sorry, guys. I was reading that. So you guys probably see it too. So there were all bottles in my daughter's room, and I began those fleeting thoughts. Yeah, I remember you talking about those bottles in one of the meetings, and I thought to myself, I didn't want them in there. Obsessional thoughts. Told my husband I wanted to drink. Pause. And you know what? And because I kind of, you talked about your family a little bit, and I think they'll be pretty respectful of you. I really do. And those are boundaries, and sometimes we have to put boundaries down on ourselves, and that's what you're doing. And that's okay. Some people are going to be okay with that. Some people aren't. There's no alcohol allowed in my house, let alone drugs. No. Mm-mm. What about beer butt chicken? No. Actually, that's not true. There's been like a steal. I think it's somewhere. But he wanted to use it. I mean, it was such a shitty beer. He was using it to kill the wasp. I mean, was it Steel Reserve? Ugh. Man, no way. PBR all the way. Yeah, I never really liked the taste of alcohol. So anyway, I never required the taste either. It always tasted like shit. So today, let's stay vigilant. That means awareness about yourself. That means being honest with yourself. Well, it's exactly what Jerry's been talking about. Say, hey, this is what's going on with me. And it can feel embarrassing. Okay. But I can tell you, everybody around you is like fucking good on you. And the people that aren't just don't understand yet. They don't know. Jeff is saying that was a good laugh. Yeah, no alcohol in my house. Yeah. Well, I don't steal reserve. My brother-in-law has never had a drink. I think he's had one. He's one of those good Christian boys, right? Where no sex till marriage kind of stuff. Yeah, he's a good Christian boy, so he needs to date. I've tried to set him up with a couple of people, so he's a good guy, man. He just wants to find that right person, like we all do, right? There's a I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Jason Mraz, but he has a song called "I'm Yours," and there's a line in there, and it says, "It's your God-given right to be loved," and that's what we're going to end with today. It is your God-given right to be loved. That is your right. It is not a privilege. It is not earned. It's just given. Well, maybe with some willingness. So, accept the fact that God loves you. Yes, I'm going to talk to you men out here for a second. All right? It's hard to share our feelings, guys, but we gotta. Okay? We have got to start sharing our feelings. I know it's hard. I know that people will get on us and fine, then we'll have our own meetings. That's fine. Okay. But hey, man, we got to get out there. We got to start running our mouths, man. We got to get caught up. We're getting our butts beat. And it has to do with because AA is moving into an emotional sobriety type of thing. I'm going to tell you, emotional sobriety will fucking save your ass. It will. Because I can tell you now, there are other things that you're going to find out that you're going through, that you have depression and anxiety. Nobody gets away from this shit scot-free. So the people are like, oh, I don't need therapy. I'll see you in 3 months when you're gone. Okay. And I'd be like, fine. Okay, therapy now? Would you like some relief now? Why would you not use it? That's just silly. Oh, because, I'm going to tell you, we were told wrong. I get it. Be a man. And I know a lot of people are, oh, be a man. It isn't what you think. We're just trying to help each other and bring each other up. And it's done in a context. All right. So if you're not a man, stay the fuck out of it. Part of the reason that us men are having a hard time is because, and please, girls, don't take this wrong way, but the girls keep taking our shit. Stop it. Football's ours. The big one that got me was the Boy Scouts. Fuck you, stay out of the Boy Scouts. Now the boys they need the Boys and Girls, the Boys Club got turned into the Boys and Girls Club. We boys just get everything taken away. I'm trying to get myself on a podcast right now called Man Enough because they don't have enough men speakers. And they're sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. So, all right, guys, I'm preaching now. So, but men, start sharing your feelings. Okay. I'm going to tell you now, nobody's going to give you shit about it. Because anybody that does give you shit about it, there'll be 4 other people saying, fuck off. Other men need to know that you're going through this too. Other men need to know you cried the other day because you were fucking hurting. Because something hurt your feelings. That's okay. That's right. Women are working harder nowadays. Well, they understand the emotional sobriety better than we do. That's why. And they do. They can grasp that better than we can. It's one of those makeups, right? And that's what we work through. So tell your truths. Just tell your truths. It's okay, man. I can tell you now, nothing worse is going to happen to you that hasn't already happened. So, all right, guys. I'm glad everybody needed this, Michael. Good. I mean, because I was like, okay, I'm going to go on. But this was kind of a, Dion needed a run of its mouth. So I'm glad that I was able to help some people at the same time. And of course, while I'm doing this, You guys always help me out. This keeps me sober. So, cool stuff. Thank you guys for being here. I love you guys. Peace out and have a day.